Are you ever trying to do crunches and your neck just keeps bothering you? Well, let's fix it. Can I just start out by saying that, because I know that there's gonna be a whole bunch of people that will say that crunches are one of the worst exercises you could possibly do. Well, first of all, let me just say, is it a muscle that's part of the core? Absolutely not. But it is a muscle like anything else that requires contraction and expansion in order to work it. So if you're trying to work your rectus abdominis, which is your six-pack muscle, those muscle fibers go vertically, which means that if you want to work them, if you want to shorten them, boop, you've got to do this. Now, is there a time that crunches are contraindicated? Absolutely. So for instance, like, you're not gonna do crunches if you are already experiencing neck pain. You're not gonna do crunches if you've got low back pain, or you've already got poor posture, or you've got an abdominal separation, diastasis recti, or a hernia. Like, you're not gonna do crunches if you have any of those things going on. However, if you do want to work that six-pack muscle, you've got to figure out a way to get that shortening. And you can do it from the bottom half, and you can do it from the top half. You just gotta meet it somewhere in the middle. Do you get neck pain during crunches? Let's fix it. So first of all, when you come back, what ends up happening wrong is that most people will they've got this pull going on here, and they're driving and pulling their head forward, okay? So we don't want to do that. And then the other thing that goes wrong is, people will kind of like do one of these. So we're not at a rock concert, so we don't want to do that. But the first thing that I'm going to challenge you on is actually has nothing to do with the neck and everything to do with shoulders. Because if you don't have the availability and range of motion to get to this position to begin with, your shoulders are going to be what's pulling and driving you forward, because it doesn't have the range of motion to get there. So what we actually want is not hands like this. We want fingertips behind the skull, kind of taking the weight a little bit of your skull, because your head's heavy, right? And then from there, instead of thinking of having an apple or an orange that's tucked here, because again, that encourages that flexion, we want to, again, allow your head to fall back and initiate the movement from here like you're curling a carpet.